and welcome to another edition of Marquette in Motion. We're your hosts, Morgan Minster
and Amber Krieg. On today's show, we'll be sharing what our speech team has been doing to prepare for competitions, reporting on Marquette's dance clinic, interviewing a senior for this week's senior interviews, answering your questions in You Ask, We Answer.
And, as always, we'll be updating you on Marquette sports and events. But first, Brooklyn is here to tell us who she'll be interviewing for this week's senior interview. Who is it this week, Brooklyn?
I will be interviewing senior Zach Ketman.
Thanks, Brooklyn. We'll get to your interview with Zach later in the show. But for now, Morgan and I would like to share with you some information about the Marquette Large Group Speech Team.
Large Group Speech gives students an opportunity to perform, with other members of their group, short pieces in front of judges. Types of performances range from ensemble acting to improvisation to musical theater numbers.
The success of these pieces is based on the score received at competitions. A piece can be given a score of 1, 2, or 3, with a 1 being the best and a 3 being the worst. But it isn't just us, the students in Large Group Speech, hoping to see 1s all around. Coach Mrs. Carol Feller also loves when her participants do well. She tells us that not only is she excited to take the students to various competitions, she's also excited to see how those students progress throughout the season. Mrs. Feller is even considering having a special performance so parents and members of the community can come and watch the groups perform.
Keep listening for more details about that. Among the pieces Marquette is taking to competition are 2 improv groups, 2 ensemble pieces called The Empty Chair and If Women Worked as Men Did, and 2 musical theater groups who will be singing songs from Wicked and Legally Blonde. Districts for Large Group will be held on January 23rd, and State will be on February 6th. I know I'm excited to watch and perform in these pieces.
Me too, Morgan. But you know what I'm even more excited for? Jam time.
For our segment today, we decided to jam with the dancers.
That's right, Megan. Today we'll be talking about the Animal Marquette Dance Clinic that is actually happening in the MEC as we speak.
Each year, the members of the high school dance team learn a special dance that they then teach to interested students at their K-5 dance clinic. The clinic is held on a Saturday. It's actually happening today. And students spend 5 hours learning and practicing the dance.
Then, at the next home basketball game, the dance team, along with the students who participated in the dance clinic, perform their special dance in the MEC in front of all the fans.
The dance team, second in state by the way, includes members Lauren Kilberg, Christina Coos, Madeline Jackson, Allison Hager, Hannah Ray, Shabnam Schmidt, and Mackenzie Kilberg. So Lauren and Christina, what was your favorite part of working the dance clinic last year?
I really like getting to play games with all the girls during our breaks and getting to eat lunch with them and just talk to them and hear all their funny stories.
I really enjoy sharing my love of dance with the kids and seeing the joy on their faces.
So Allison, why do you do this dance clinic each year?
It's so the elementary kids get to know what it's like to be a dancer and just to be out there dancing.
And it's to get them interested, so when they become high schoolers, they can become dancers as well.
Sounds fun. So what's the theme this year? Robots? Stuffed animals?
No, it's candy, actually, but we can't tell you anymore.
Why not?
Then it would ruin the surprise for when you come and watch us at the game.
So when are we able to come and watch?
It's Friday, December 18th.
So clear your schedules.
Well, we better clear the stage and let the others take the floor. This has been
Jam Time!
With Justina Denlinger,
Allison Hager,
Megan Litter,
And Mackenzie Kilberg. We'll be back after these messages.
Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. In the season of giving, Marquette is always looking for a way to help those in need. Christina Coos is here with a report on how the Marquette Student Council is doing just that.
If you attended the 4th of July parade, visited the lemonade stand at Cole Park on the 4th, attended the high school open house, or attended Marquette's chicken dinner in November, you may have seen Marquette Student Council students donning navy shirts with the design on the front of the shirt reminding us not only to believe there is good in the world, but to be the good. Well, the Student Council received many compliments on these shirts and decided to sell them in Marquette school colors. These red or white shirts are available in various styles. Short sleeve shirts sell for $13, long sleeves for $19, crew neck sweatshirts for $21, and hooded sweatshirts for $26. Proceeds from the t-shirt sales will go towards the Sister Water Project, which brings safe water to people in Tanzania and Honduras. The amount raised will also be matched by the Student Council and donated to Kids Against Hunger, the organization that allows our students to package protein-rich meals, which in turn feeds starving children in over 60 countries. Student Council members will be selling the shirts at tomorrow night's Christmas concert, which begins at 6:30. You can also call the office at 563-872-3356 to place your order. All orders are due by Tuesday, December 15th, and apparel will be delivered to school before Christmas break, making it a perfect gift for family and friends. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Christina Koos.
Thanks, Christina. Those shirts are a great gift idea. And now, gifting us with her presence is Lauren Kilberg with another exciting edition of You Ask, We Answer. Today's first question asks if the semester ends later, since school started later this year.
Thanks for the question. With school starting almost 2 weeks later than usual this year, the semester was also pushed back the same amount of time. The last day of first semester is January 15th, but that's assuming we don't have any snow days. And so far, it looks like we'll be okay on that one.
Which is a shame since we're seniors and wouldn't have to make those snow days up. Our next question reads, I thought I saw Santa driving a Marquette bus this week. What's up with that?
Well, just between us and all of our KMAQ listeners, Santa does actually work at our school. However, outside of this busy Christmas season, the big guy lives under the alias of Pat Barry and works as one of our bus drivers.
Good to know, Lauren. Our last question comes from a middle schooler who needs advice. She writes, what kind of gifts should I get my teachers for Christmas?
While the teachers certainly don't expect anything, it is certainly kind of you to think of them this time of year. I've asked some of our teachers what they'd most like to receive for Christmas, and it seems that a personal note or words of appreciation were what they especially cherished. Food was also very much appreciated, not to mention dry erase markers. And speaking of erasing, make sure you're not erasing our email from your memory. We're always looking for your questions at marquetteinmotion@marquettecatholic.com. This has been Lauren Kilberg. Stay tuned. Marquette in Motion will be right back.
We're back with Marquette in Motion. Sam Peters and Jonathan Herrig are here with your Marquette Sports and Updates report.
Thanks, Morgan. Tomorrow night, Marquette is having its annual Christmas concert for the middle school and high school groups, starting at 6:30 p.m. in the MAC. Also, Marquette's annual homecoming is approaching soon, with it being less than a month away. This year's homecoming festivities get kicked off Friday night, January 8th, with a big basketball game against Calmus Wheatland at home. Then, Saturday night is the dance at the Offshore Event Center. I know all of the students are looking forward to this year's festivities.
Basketball has had one of its busiest weeks yet. All 4 of Marquette's basketball teams played against Midland last Friday, December 4th, in the MEC. That night, all 4 of our teams came out with a victory. This past Tuesday, Marquette's varsity girls and boys, as well as the JV boys, went to Springville to play Cedar Valley Christian. Once again, all of Marquette's participating teams came out with the win. On Thursday night, the JV boys and girls played at Northeast, with both teams victorious. And finally, on Friday, all 4 of Marquette's teams played against Maquoketa Valley at home. Tune in next week to hear the outcome of last night's games.
Looking ahead, the junior high girls will be wrapping up their basketball season next week, while the junior high boys will kick off their basketball season January 21st. Go to MarquetteCatholic.com, click on calendars, and then monthly activities to see all the other upcoming activities and events for Marquette.
While you're on the school's website homepage, be sure to check out a picture of the t-shirts that are being sold by Student Council and that Christina reported on earlier in the show.
And now that it's later, Jonathan and I need to sign off. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Sam Peters.
And Jonathan Herrig.
With your Marquette Sports and Updates report.
Thanks, boys. Now let's turn it over to Brooklyn Moore for her segment, No More.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brooklyn Moore, and the senior I'll be interviewing today is the one and only Zach Ketman. Zach is one of the starters for the Marquette varsity boys basketball team. So, Zach, basketball season is underway. What position do you play, and how are you enjoying the season so far?
Well, I'm the big guy, so I play down low. I'm the post. Basketball season going pretty well. The freshmen are all pretty great. They get along pretty well. So
That's good. Can you tell us a little bit about your senior year? You must be excited.
yeah, it's exciting. All my hard classes are done, so I got a lot of easy classes this year. But getting caught up right now. I got some stuff to get done for the end of the semester, but other than that, it's been easy and fun.
Sounds nice. Do you have a favorite class or favorite teacher?
I like government class because it's a lot to do with the recent news and all that stuff, and Mr. Hollinsby, I always got along with him, and he's our coach for track. And yeah, I like PE too. PE is always fun.
Yeah, I like PE too. Have you decided on any future plans yet?
think I plan on going to NICC for 2 years and then see where I can get with that. Other than that, maybe 2 years at Platteville after that.
Do you have any ideas about what you want to major in?
Probably criminal justice or law enforcement, something in that area.
Well, I'm sure your senior year's been flying by, and you've been staying really busy. But what do you like to do in your free time, Zach?
I go outside a lot. I have 4 dogs, and I play with them a lot. And when I'm inside, I play Xbox and watch some Netflix.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have 3 Jack Russell Terriers. They're pretty small. And then I have 1 Red-Bone Coonhound.
Oh, I love dogs. And finally, Zach, what's a piece of advice or something you've learned about life that you'd like to share with underclassmen or with the world in general?
Just to be yourself and get the hard stuff out of the way, the hard classes, and because I'm having a blast my senior year.
Very wise. Thank you so much for letting me interview you, Zach, and thanks to all our listeners. Make sure to keep tuning in for more senior interviews. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Brooklyn Moore.
Thanks for reporting, everyone.
And thanks for tuning in. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Morgan Minster.
And Amber Krieg.
And remember, stay informed, stay involved, stay in motion.